One of the many reasons that HACC is known as a quality educational institution is because we afford our students and our employees with safe teaching and learning environments. Over the next several minutes, you will see what you may be able to do in case we experience an active shooter scenario on any of our campuses. As you know, a lot of active shooter activities have occurred over the last several months in public places, such as colleges, high schools, and shopping malls. I believe that what you will see over the next several moments in this video will provide you the tips necessary to protect yourself, your friends, your colleagues, if we were to ever experience such a scenario.
The headlines are chilling as peaceful campuses erupt in sudden violence at the hand of an active shooter. It seems these tragic events are becoming more and more prevalent in recent years. Despite this perception, most people will never be involved in an active shooter event. However, everyone on campus needs to know what steps to take to protect his or her own life. This training will provide you with practical information to develop an active shooter emergency action plan. Preparation and awareness are crucial to staying safe in an active shooter situation. A seemingly routine day on campus. A steady progression of students making their way through quads, atriums, common areas, and hallways en route to class. However, this typical scene is about to come to a sudden and shocking end.
Oh my God.
Corey.
Oh my.
If you hear gunfire, you will need to rapidly decide what the safest course of action is to protect yourself. If there is an accessible escape path, attempt to evacuate the premises. When evacuating, evacuate regardless of whether others agree to follow. Remember, commit to your actions. Leave your belongings behind. Warn others and help them escape if possible. Keep your hands visible and immediately follow instructions rendered by police or first responders.
Go, 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 get out of the way! Get out of the way, go! Get out of the way!
Do not make any movements that may alarm responding officers and follow their directions. Do not attempt to move wounded people. Try to remain calm and give the dispatcher your name, campus and room location, phone number, and a detailed description of the incident and shooter if known.
Hi, I'm Miss Jones. I'm calling from CPC, the library. I work here. There's a shooter inside. Please send somebody.
The most helpful information to give to the dispatcher is the location of the active shooter, the number of shooters, if there's more than one, the physical description of the shooter, the type of weapons held by the shooter or shooters, and the number of potential victims at the location in question. Do not attempt to go back into the building for any reason. If evacuation is not possible, find a place to hide. This may be in an office or classroom, preferably without interior windows, and with the door that is capable of being locked. Stay out of the active shooter's view and move furniture to barricade the door if possible. Once the room is secured by lock or barricade, do not open the door again until notified to do so by police or emergency personnel. Once you're in a safe place, silence your cell phone, turn off any source of noise, hide behind large items like furniture, and remain quiet. Call campus police or 911 when it is safe to do so. Leave the line open and allow the dispatcher to listen if you cannot speak. As an absolute last resort, and only when your life is in imminent danger, attempt to disrupt and/or incapacitate the active shooter by acting as aggressively as possible against him or her. Throw items at the shooter and improvise weapons. Yell loudly. Most importantly, commit to your actions. Remember, in the event of an active shooter situation, get out. Already have an escape route and plan in place. Attempt to evacuate. Leave your belongings and keep your hands visible. Hide out. If evacuation is not possible, find a place to hide. Block the entry to this place and lock the doors. Remain quiet and silence your cell phone. Takeout. As a last resort, try to incapacitate the shooter. Act with physical aggression and use improvised weapons if possible. Commit fully to your actions. Lastly, be aware of your environment. Note nearest exits in any facility you work in and visit, and scan for possible dangers. Remember, being prepared and staying aware are the keys to staying safe in the event of an active shooter situation.
Please feel welcome to call upon myself or my staff. We are here to serve you with excellence, and it is my hope that we exceed your expectations and continue to stand true to our mission, vision, and core values of service. Thank you for watching.